Hi everyone. Excuse the mess. Up. I don't know that you see like a toy in the background. Anyway, I guess that's exactly what it has to be. But today I'm going to be doing live readings once again. I want to thank you for being here. For all those that are joining me, whether you join watch now or later, I will be getting back to maybe collective messages. I'm not sure. Um, when you're kind of in flux. That's kind of where I am right now. I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to be doing all side readings or pick a cards or maybe even doing readings at all. Maybe I'll do something else. I've been really thinking about getting back into my podcast. Anyway, I'm in that. Do you know when like no, I don't want to say like a volcano erupts, but do you know when like there's like molten lava and it hasn't fully formed into what it's gonna be? I'm kind of there right now. Like I'm still forming. I'm still figuring out what I'm gonna do, what's next, and where I'm going. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Sorry, I have cards on here. I'm still um sorry, have cards here. If you are interested in booking, I am taking questions. Please feel free to book on my Calendly, or you can book. No, I guess it's Calendly anyway. If you don't have the funds or you don't have the means, I do take free questions if you are interested in that. If I have the energy and the time, I'll do it. If I usually do it in between or something. I usually go with my instincts and my gut. Anyway, I'm still shuffling. I'm gonna be meditating a little bit before I start some readings, and then kind of take it from there. Sorry, my computer Wi-Fi turned off. Anyway, so let's see. I'm shuffling. Feel free to book with me. This deck I keeps coming out like in my mind. It keeps standing out. Like I don't know why. I actually really do like this deck. I saw this on when I first bought it on Happy Twins 1111. It's a really good deck actually. It keeps standing out to me, so I probably am going to use it today. I'll probably use it tomorrow again. But I don't know why I want to share that deck. So I'm gonna meditate. Give me a moment, everyone. Oh, here it is. My internet is back on. Um, Sorry. Oh, hi, Seafoam. By the way, thank you, or Seafoam, or AKA Cynthia. I do appreciate it. I know. I remember when I first started. We all go through that, right? Where we're not quite sure of our abilities or our gifts. I learned to believe in myself, and the more I do that, the easier the messages come, and the more sure I am when I receive those messages. I am being called, or reminded about my experience at Soul Quest. When I had an ayahuasca experience, I will be going back and having another one. As crazy as that sounds, anyway, but it's just I just want you to know, getting that feedback is really important. It's really beautiful, but if you are struggling to, if you're, wondering about your own gifts and abilities, practice believing in yourself. That's key. All right. Anyway, sorry. 1 second. I'm gonna ground. Thank you, Michael, for grounding me and helping me ground. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have like these visions, or these images coming in my head about like this like really big like bird in the sky. It's funny. Michael says that birds in the sky ground, right? They're flying, and yet they're able to ground themselves, and yet they're able to be connected, and yet they're able to feel balance. In fact, what Michael was saying is even if a bird was flying, right, and it wasn't grounded, it couldn't get that high, right? It would actually take a nosedive. And my message to you, and for anyone that's listening, by the way, hi, get your soulmate. Um, Oh, by the way, thank you so much. Your messages that, when we have awareness to those things, we can heal them quickly. It's just knowing what they are, where they come from, and where they stem from. And I'm very happy. I know that you needed it. I know you needed the messages. I know I needed to deliver them and hear them myself. I'm very happy that, that you booked with me, and I'm very pleased that you're happy with the reading. Anyway, sorry, I'm ground a little bit. Thank you. Anyway, what Michael was saying is, birds flying, they're grounded. We can fly too and be grounded. So there you go, everyone. Hi, hi everyone. Um, uh, If you want to book with me, you can, Omelet. If not, you can just write a question in the comment section, and I'll get to it. I'll get to it when I can. Sorry, I was just channeling what Michael was saying. Um, by the way, Michael really does love connecting with you via this modality, right? It's important that you know that the beings of light, our angels, our spiritual team, our council, they will love to connect with us more. One thing that he is saying is that everyone, right, is always helping to further the goals of humanity, further our own goals, our own life mission, our own purpose, and normally the connection or the way that they interact with us is very indirect, but this one's more direct. So I know it's crazy. Sorry, I know it's crazy to say, but this is a very direct modality for him to talk to you, for him to deliver a message, and he's very happy and pleased to be able to do that. So if any of you feel called to, you can say hi to Archangel Michael. I see him very blue, right? Having very blue wings right now. If you're interested in connecting more with him, call his energy in and ask for that connection. Ask to receive as well, and you can even draw cards with your divination or any kind of divination and receive from them. Anyway, but he's very pleased to say hi to all of you this day. Very pleased that he gets a very direct access to you as well. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for that. Everyone's very chipper. I don't know. I was doing house cleansing this whole time. Like I did like maybe I don't know. I want to say 2 hours of it. I was just doing cleansing my house, cleansing my body, cleansing my energy. And I was releasing big time. And I'm sure. Sorry, get your soulmate. I kind of feel like you've been releasing too. Just when you release, it's like wow. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like you just know we're on the right track. But anyway, what Catherine is saying is that it takes persistence. Persistence. Okay. 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 So I'm the gaming. You want to know if your person who. Okay. So I know how to say that name. Okay. Okay, great. Beautiful. I will get to you. I'll get your soulmate after. So don't worry. So let me do omelet. Sorry, let's. I believe Michael will be answering today's questions. He brings up the fact that we always rise and fall, right? And our vibration raises. We raise our vibration. We feel better, yet we dip. So he wants to make sure that I don't have that dip, or when I do, I have his support. So he's going to be answering our questions today. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for answering today's questions. Again, he's bringing the fact that this is a very direct line to him, a very direct line to receive his messages, and a very direct line to receive from, to receive like the words of God. I don't know how to phrase that. I don't know how else to give that to you. Sorry, everyone. I just want to make sure that you understand like this is a direct link to him. So let's see. What are this person's current feelings for let's see, what are they currently thinking? And sorry about me right now, her current feelings, and does she fall in love with her ex? Interesting. There's a little bit of like a hum or a chime with that. Maybe. I'm sorry. Maybe. I do feel, and this is just me, maybe I'm projecting a little bit, but I feel like a lot of people are moving towards relationships with people that they never thought they'd have relationships with, right? They never thought that they'd be in a relationship with. And my message to you is I feel right now that this person, she's moving towards people that are different than anyone she'd ever dates, right? Maybe this is you, maybe it's not. The feeling is this to someone different, and she's moving towards those connections, and she's not going to. Right now, that's where she's being guided. That's where universe is taking her. Sorry, I don't know who it came from, but what the I guess spirit said was all of us chose that different path. Right? All of us chose to go down something different than we ever thought we'd go down during this time period. And right now, I know a lot of us feel like we're in a flux. Obviously, the Earth is ascending. It is what it is. Sorry, I'm like we're like I don't know for the last party, but it feels that way. I don't know, whatever. But what they're saying is that all of us decided to choose something different, so that we can experience something we never would have. All right. So we have accelerated motion here in its reverse. coming out for their feelings. We also have rejoice and celebration. This is where I feel she's headed. She's meeting people that are different than than anyone she's ever dated. That's where she's focused on. That's what she's going to keep doing with that rejoice and celebration as well. What this tells me is she's sorry, I don't know how to phrase this. I feel like she's not maybe ready for a commitment right now as well, right? Where her head's at, where her energy is, where all her life lessons are coming in, is to do with people that she's meeting, new people, right? Not necessarily this connection, not necessarily you, okay? So her current thoughts are kind of elsewhere, a little bit scattered, but not in a bad way. I feel like where she's focused her time and attention is where her growth is, right? And the new people she's meeting. One thing that Michael says is that we as a whole, maybe it's humanity, we tend to like new, right? I don't know if you noticed this with like new phone, a new car, a new home, new boyfriend, new girlfriend, new something, right? New way of doing in relationships. Like all of us, we have it in us where we like to do something new, right? We like to try something differently. And the messages that he wants to give is we always go back to source, right? We always go back to exactly the person who we were before we did all those things, right? Because, well, we're just here to experience different things, right? We're not here to necessarily um, um, change who we are at our core. And the message that comes through from Michael is don't fret with this statement, right? And this is me telling your subconscious, it's me telling your ego, it's me telling your soul, right? She's just here to experience different things, and she's becoming someone that can experience those things and enjoy it. And that's where she's at. I feel like at the end of her life, or maybe at the end of this little period, she's gonna find her way right back to you, all right? And the last card we have is gonna be reverse solitude. She's all about meeting new people. So if you are new, then she wants to meet you. If you're not, which it feels like that's actually the case, I actually feel like there's a spiritual connection here. She's kind of looking the other way. Don't take it personally. Where is your life taking you right now? Where is your where are your life lessons coming in, right? That's where you should focus your time and attention, not on her, on the other part, all right? We have transformation coming through, and it came through with prosperity begins. I do feel here, oh, what happened, girl? Oh, I do feel here, with that transformation. This is the death card. She's literally beginning a transformation right now. She's gonna find out new parts of herself that she never knew was there. And I honestly like it feels like there's like this experiencing different stuff sexually. I don't like really actually don't mind that. Sorry, I'm trying to fight against that. I feel like there's this desire to experience different things sexually as well. Okay. I think I'll leave it there. Is there any other cards in terms of thoughts or feelings for let's see, we have two cards coming out. The first one's going to be She Who Stands. This is all about resolutes and being determined. And the next one is going to be She Who Rises Up. She's learning to stand up for herself. She's learning to stand up for her own divine self-expression, and she's learning to be herself and embody her own energy. With the She Who Yearns, she's yearning for new, different experiences right now. He's not laughing, but there's a little bit of a little chime coming from. It's is she? Sorry, it's a chime coming from Michael. She's looking to right now, right? She's looking to move in there. Or sorry, I hope that makes sense. I don't think X is. I think she's dating new girl, and she's looking to fall in love in that direction. I'm gonna leave it like that. I hope that helped. Omelet, I want to thank you for your question, and let's see. I'm gonna do get your soulmate. So let's see, get your soulmate. Dump the rest. Sorry. Okay, I can just write that. Where are we at time wise? 14 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, sorry, if you booked with me, sorry, I actually don't see anyone booking yet. If you feel free to book with me on my Calendly if you are interested. We have Vicky. So Vicky, what is your question exactly? How to open up the connection with my brother. I feel like you being so open to that new connection, if you just open to that connection is actually a really beautiful thing. I want you to know that I can tell your heart's open to this. What universe is saying, having an open heart, having an open mind, having open heart, having an open mind. These two things are key to sorry, there's someone here. These two things are key for you to manifest a connection with your brother, right? I feel like there's another masculine energy. It could be like your brother's friend, or it could be someone that you have as a friend who you feel is your is has brotherly energy. There's someone else that steps forward as well. So I just want you to know that. Oh, that's crazy. Sorry. I know it's I just I felt it like just like this like it's there and I don't know how to describe it. So let's see. How can a Vicky open up a connection with her brother? Let's take a look here. We have this is reverse material sorry, movement, choices and decisions. The two of pentacles reverse. One thing that I can see is to not no, in some ways I feel like this is more for your subconscious, just like a small unhealed part of yourself. Don't focus so much on like is there progress being made here. I actually don't think that's going to be a problem for you. For me, I feel patience. I feel it, right? And I actually feel like there's skills, there's mantras, there's even like energy work and modalities that you're doing on yourself that's helping become more patient. So I actually feel like this is to your subconscious, but the message that comes through with that two of pentacles in its reverse, focus less on what the changes you want and allow things to unfold naturally. One thing that we may want our connections to heal like this, but in reality, and this comes from Buddha, he often have to take turns into things that we would rather avoid. Experience things that we would rather run from, right? And he's saying not to focus so much on the destination, focus on the journey. Right? Focus on the twists, the turns, and you will make it there faster. And it's funny. And he's saying none the wiser, which is kind of, I want to make that clear. How it was intended to me was before you know it, none the wiser, right? You'll make it to the end and be like, wait, that was it, right? That's what he's saying. I know it sounds crazy. I hope that makes sense, right? You will be wiser, or you will have learned. You would have had these lessons. You will integrate this into your work, into your body, into your life, but you will hit that destination without even knowing you hit the destination. And what he's saying, and this is something that I feel comes from our human side. Let's say I want to heal my relationship with my brother. You may here rather than actually continuing on the connection with him. Does that make sense? So the message is don't focus on that. You'll get there one way or the other. Focus on what you're experiencing. What is this connection teaching you, right? What is life teaching you? What are the lessons being brought into your life right now that you're being asked to look at? Focus more on that, and before you know it, it's like think of like work. You have an 8-hour day shift, right? You don't pay attention. You just focus on your work. You focus on what you're doing. Before you know it, 8 hours is over like that. That's what he's saying, and that's where he's saying that you should focus on. Okay, this is reverse as well. The sacral chakra. There is a slight blockage. I feel maybe for your own expression. I feel like it's sexuality that comes through. I'm gonna throw something out at you. I feel like this maybe it's a past life. If it doesn't feel like it's this life, I feel like you may have been there may have been some abuse, right? In terms of like being touched kind of stuff, right? I'm not saying it's your brother, I'm not saying it's anything like that, but if like it stems from your past life, it could be from this lifetime. Heal this. This comes through, and I don't know if you have like a history or you feel it or but there's something about a priest or a church as well. I actually feel like you were a priest or you worked at a church. Truly, I don't know, but that's how it came to me. That also plays a role in your limitations when it comes to your sacral chakra. The Arcturians are saying that Earth and the beings of Earth have this bad, right? Where their ideals are right. Ideals around being nakedness, right, are very limited, right? In fact, we may look at it as bad. And he's saying, the Arcturians are saying it comes from the Adam and Eve, right, origin that we all have, right? That we were given, right? The message to you is that this needs to be healed, but it has the church. There's a specific like priest I see as well, and then we have the 17, which is the star. This came out the last hope. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's see. And then we also have awareness, right? Having more awareness is key here. Nothing like that. I feel like your brother, he may not be here too long, right? All of us, we start to transition. We start to move towards maybe a different place, different thing, or maybe an end. The message here is, your brother will be here for only so long. Use that time wisely, okay? We are only here for a limited time, so I mean, we all know that. But sometimes this feels there's a sense of urgency, okay? And then we have patience and planning, the Seven of Pentacles coming through as well. Having an idea about where you want to go with him or what you want to do is key. One thing that I can tell that your brother will actually truly appreciate is if you really thought about what he liked to do and then do that with him. Does that make sense? I know it's crazy. I feel like he'd like this. Let me go that. Let me invite him there, and we can experience that. And he'd really, really open up with that experience. I feel like there's a woman. I think he has dated women. That's how I'm seeing it. How I'm receiving it. They've never really took time to consider his needs or what he wants or his desires or his inspiration or what sparks him. And having you do this will really help him heal his relationship with women. All right, he doesn't have to date. I feel there's a very strong emphasis on this. Okay, where how I feel like he'd love this, or I think this is something he talks about like wanting to do. There's just something like that. For that, open up that door, open that can of worms, and you honestly you're set. Whatever. Doing this, I feel would be very healing. One thing that I can see, and it's not that you haven't received gifts. I feel like you have. Sometimes when we are generous with others, it helps heal us. And I know it sounds crazy. Um, um, I know it sounds crazy to say, because often we think receiving heals us, but you giving him this is, it's gonna help heal something deep within you as well. This comes from Buddha, okay? And then we also have positive movement forward and its reverse here. All right, focus less on the movement forward. In fact, what he's saying, and this does come from Buddha himself, by the way, heaven, right? It's in the present moment, right? It's in the nowness. All right. Don't focus on a specific destination for your happiness. Your happiness is right here, right now, at right this second, right? My message to you. He's even saying not even this second. Don't even say that, right? It's just here, right now. So my message I want to give to you is that. All right. Sorry. Whew. The energy is crazy. It's just I want you to know that it's just like wow. I want to make sure because you're watching. I want to make sure that I give you all that you need. So I'm gonna pull one more. We have emotional loss, the Five of Cups here. Your mom steps forward to some of this. This kind of reminds me of the golden ratio. This right here. I know a lot of us have been hearing these terms lately. The emotional loss here as well. Interesting. I can tell that you're part of like the open consciousness that we all have right now, right? What my family has always called it, Space Jam. As crazy as that one is, I actually really do like the Space Jam name, but I feel here with the emotional loss. Sorry. I feel like with the emotional loss here, this is the Five of Cups. Focus on what you have left, not what you've lost. This comes from your mom, I feel. Maybe your relationship with your parents, or maybe even the idea of missing out on childhood, right? We have fertility reverse as well. And last card we have is going to be the prosperity begins. You're going to be going through transitions, Vicky. More so, and I want to make this very, 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 very clear to you. With that fertility on the table, you're gonna grow, and you're gonna become something new. Sorry, I want to say what the universe was saying, but maybe a starseed race said, right? That you're gonna sprout into something new. I see you becoming something new, right? Grow with that experience. Go with that, okay? So I'm gonna leave it like that. I want to thank you, Vicky, and take care. If you are interested in booking with me, please book. If not, you can just write. Okay, no, you just write in the comment section. Thank you so much. If you are interested. Ooh, okay. I hope that was helpful for you. And quickly. Thank you, Michael. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew. Energy is energy for your reading is really intense, by the way. But I did do a big release. To let you know, I did. It was right before. And I have high hopes for you and Chris, by the way. I have really high hopes here. One thing that Buddha is saying about your relationship with Chris, Vicky, is that you may feel like, I don't know how to phrase this. You may feel like you're missing out or something like that, but the relationship is very growthy, right? There's a lot of room to grow, and it's one that you've chosen for yourself. Is that okay to say? Say it is. Yeah, I feel like you've chosen this for yourself and you've committed, and he wants you to know that this relationship you may think it lacks some of the stuff that other relationships have, but it has something that others don't, and it has a lot of it. So my message to you is to remind yourself of that. You chose him for a reason. You're choosing him for a reason, and you've done all this work on yourself for a reason. And let life surprise you. And a little bit of a surprise coming from Buddha for me to say that, but it's important. It's important that you know that Chris is Chris. Anyway, sorry. Sorry. I just want you to know that's what Buddha said, okay? It can be a little intimidating hearing from them. Sorry, it came through as a question. I don't know if it was from Buddha or from one of my guides, but I also want to say it came from BJ. Sometimes you like, oh, it's Buddha here. It can be intimidating. It can feel a little weird, but Buddha's my father, but it's sorry, energy. It is a little intimidating at times. All right. Okay. Let's see. Is there anyone else? I don't mind taking free questions, please. Please, anyone who needs a question answered, anyone who's going through anything, please, if you need help, say something. I get like the same people every time. Sorry. Not you, Vicky, but I know that there's someone out there that needs my help that's not asking for it. Please feel free to write. Thank you. We have the greats right now on, so if you are interested, let me shuffle. I did a little grounding. Ooh, thank you. Okay, is there a major love, long-term relationship coming for me? I'm gonna do Samantha, okay? Seafoam, I'm just gonna make that clear. I'm looking for someone who hasn't received from me. No offense, to ask me tomorrow. I promise. Like, you know what I mean. Like I just want you to know. Like I don't know. Anyway, okay. Samantha, Reina. I will be answering your question. Let's see what time we're. We're at 29 minutes. 29 minutes for Samantha. Okay. What are Ray's Anthony's what actions will Ray Anthony take towards me? Let's take a look. I'm going to be changing decks. I'm going to be using this deck instead. Let's take a look here. What actions will Ray take towards me? And again, if you need a question answered or you need help, please write in the comment section. I think I actually got the person that needed help, if I'm being honest with you, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, you can book whenever you want, Seafoam, whenever you feel called to. If you feel called to, I do recommend tomorrow. You don't have to, or you can do another reading instead. Whatever feels right for you. Okay. Let's take a look here. Um, let's see. What actions will Ray take towards Samantha? Samantha Reina. I do recommend that you look up what your last name means. You know how sometimes we have these last names that mean certain things. They're connected to certain energies, or they're connected to. I actually see it being connected to a castle. I know it's crazy. Take a look at that. I know, as crazy as that sounds. Hi, Wendy. Wendy, it is you. You're the one I'm looking for. Okay, I had a feeling. Wendy. Let's see. Let's put this right here. Let's see, for Samantha, we have your first one's going to be listen in this reverse here. There, once upon a time, I don't know if it's from this lifetime or it's from a past lifetime, but I see you, Samantha, walking into, like, it's a voodoo shop, or a shop for a high priestess, or from a soothsayer, like some kind of spiritualist. But they had a shop. They had, like, the first thing that you noticed when you walked into this place, Samantha, is that there was, like, bones that were on the door. So when you opened up the door, you heard the door hitting the bones. Does it make sense? This experience really, really impacted you. In fact, with listen being in its reverse, I feel like this person told you something that you may have dismissed or you may have rejected, and it was actually very important for you to listen. It was very important for you to hear. It was very important for you to take that in, okay? So I don't know if this happened in this lifetime or in a past lifetime, but it feels like that was a very, like, if this happened in this lifetime, you know what I'm talking about, because this was a very, very, very important meeting for you to have. This person told you these things, all right? Let's see, is there anything else that comes through for that? No. If you know if you know what shop I'm talking about, but you haven't gone into it, do it. All right. This person's the person that's gonna help you. All right. This person's the person I feel is going to be the key for you. Okay. We have manifest here as well. Interesting. um they're what they can do for you is help you manifest what you deserve, what you want, and what you need in this lifetime. One thing that I can see, is that there is a block to you manifesting fulfillment, manifesting a better relationship, manifesting this connection with Ray. All right, this block is very, very important for you to overcome. I actually feel like you may need a shaman, or someone with like that shamanic energy, right? So that they can actually remove these blocks. But it's hard to say. It's hard to, like, for sure. But it feels like this person has the goods. So let's say you're in, like, Louisiana, right? Or you're down south. I don't know where you live, by the way, but in America. Go into a shop you feel called to, because that shop is the shop that you're meant to walk into. Okay, period in the story. They're able to help you manifest what you want to manifest. We have release reverse. There is a spirit, a dark spirit attached to you, and one that you are going to need, like, a release from. As crazy as that sounds, I know. I feel like it's a spirit attachment, a poltergeist, right? Entity attachment. It feels like it's spirit itself, like a spirit, right? And then we have a comfort in its reverse here. This thing, this entity, the spirit that's here, it kind of it makes you feel very uncomfortable. It lurks deep in the subconscious, by the way. It's crazy. I'm gonna throw something out at you. I feel like there's times when you're here. My last name means queen. That's funny. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at that, but it's like, wow. Anyway, there's something in your subconscious that you may think is you, or you may take on characteristics. It isn't you. You're meant to release this. Part of me wants to say that this person placed this in you. Part of me wants to say that you were that they may not have. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna leave it like that. All right, we have balance reverse as well. This thing throws you out of alignment, out of balance. So whether or not this person will take action towards you, I'm not sure, but I do know that this situation, this is one of the big ones. All right, you're gonna have a lot of energy hitting you over the next 1 to 7 days. Move with that energy, okay? One thing that I can see is it's almost like it's releasing from your shoulders, your chest, right? Like this thing's gonna peel off of you. Let it peel. All right. This is reverse, helpless and hopeless. You have more power in the situation than you know. And my message to you is for you to take control of the situation, and coming together, remove this thing off of you. All right, remove this entity, this energy off of you because it's not meant to be there. All right. Hmm. Yeah, we're fine. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna be moving towards the next person. We're at 35 minutes for Wendy. Thank you. Sorry. No, we're actually. I don't feel like that though. Anyway, 35 minutes for Wendy. Um, let's take a look here, Wendy. Is love coming? Okay, let's see. Let's take a look here for Wendy. Is love coming? Let's see where your love life is right now. Interesting. I feel like your mom is key to this. Whether love is coming. It's like the craziest thing, and this I don't know who this comes from. It comes from spirit. Um, it comes from spirit themselves, but the message I'm getting for you, Wendy, is I know that maybe your mom is no longer here with us. Maybe she is. Maybe you don't talk to her. Maybe she supports you, right? But I feel like there is some kind of an agreement, some kind of binding that keeps your love life from moving forward in the way that you want. Specifically, I feel like your mother. How do I phrase this to you? It's like she doesn't approve of your love life, or she doesn't approve of the people you're dating, or she's not open to them, right? And it creates a bit of it restricts your ability to manifest the love that you seek, right? And this is so crazy, but let's say let's say one time you asked, no, I don't know if you asked your mom for guidance when it comes to your love life, but it's almost like her disapproving energy blocks you from finding love, right? One thing that I know that we intuitively know, right, in our hearts and our soul is that love is a great source of spiritual growth and development, right? We learn so many lessons in love, right? And often that comes from bad relationships or relationships that we think consciously or logically we were better off avoiding. All right. So I feel like your mom may not have the right idea when it comes to your love life. Your love life has been exactly what needed to be, right? And it's the truth. But it doesn't. It feels like she blocks your love life in some way. All right. So we have reverse the 17, the star card. Healing your relationship with your mother is key. Wendy, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to call on the higher self. I want you to reach for your higher self. Lift your head up, two hands on your heart, and call in your higher self. And we're going to ask the higher self to assist us with healing this relationship, this bind with your mother. I actually see like this cord, and it goes like this. What I guess spirit is saying. I want to say it's source. It's like what source is saying is it's an umbilical cord that comes from your mother to you. It was never cut. Sorry, my throat is closing up. It's clenching up a little bit. It was never cut or removed. One thing that I've done, right, and a lot of people do, is you kind of emancipate yourself from your parents, from your mother. That will be key here, but a source steps in to help remove this cord from you. Your higher self is here as well. They grab the cord, and what your higher self is doing is filling the cord up with high vibrational energy to dissolve it and disintegrate it into light. It's kind of like lighting it, and then it with a lighter, and it burns on both ends until it reaches the end. All right. So they ask you to breathe in that energy. Your father comes in a little bit. I'm not sure where his energy came in. Just keep breathing in and allow that to hit the end. Beautiful. Sorry, my throat center is my throat's actually clenching up. It feels like when you have that itchiness in your throat. I actually feel like you may have one a little bit, Wendy. We release that. One thing that comes through from Sirius is for you to imagine energy moving down your chakra system from your throat to your heart, down to your prana, right, to your solar plexus, your sacral, your root, and allow it to flow down, as if it's flowing out of your out of your body into the earth or beneath you. Okay. Do you have a sun? I actually see it moving into your sun. The energy moving down into your sun. Don't worry, this is exactly what needs to be. But I see the energy moving down into a sun or into a like someone that you consider a sun. All right. We release it or allow it to move down. They say allow it to transmute, allow it to alchemize, allow it to be set in stone or set. All right. In beautiful energy. I see some energy blocking your connection to source. Sorry, I didn't know that, by the way, Wendy. So thank you for telling me. This is going to relieve your children of the same issue that you have so that they can find relationships. I don't know if they're like 17 or something like that. But that's kind of the age I get for their mentality. They will have better connections now because of the fact that you've released them. So I just want you to know that. They don't have to be that age, but that's just the feeling I got. Beautiful. I see energy washing over you now, just washing over you and releasing that negativity. You have been released and relieved of the negativity or the thing that's holding you down. It feels like it was oppressive, or oppressive like type of energy that's there. You're now soaring. Sorry, Archangel Michael showed me a scene with you with two angel wings flying over clouds. The back of the, like, it's not like in the sun, right? It's like in the evening. But I see like this really light blue energy. And you're flying over it. I feel tonight you will go there. You should feel the full effects now. Probably until 12 o'clock. You're gonna feel a lot lighter. You're flying right now. Okay, so over anyway. Whew. Let's take a look here. Is there anything else? Anything else, please? For Wendy's Love Life, we have Listen Reverse as well. The energy from that reading from that woman came as well. This is a message that comes from Michael. All of us have to be careful and be wary about who we let into our energy and who we allow to work on us, right? One thing that he's saying is when it comes to like Etsy shops and stuff, you don't really have to worry that much about it. He's actually, it's like there's no point. There's a lot of layers people have to move through to you, right? But when you're with someone, that's different. When you allow someone to stay in your life, that's different, right? When you see someone repeatedly, right? Let's say someone who is a spiritual worker or something like that. If their intentions aren't pure, if their intentions aren't you, or if they're looking to like siphon some of your mentality, they will, and we won't have much of a say. So the message that I want to give you right now, Wendy, is to look at those times when you've seen some kind of spiritual practitioner, and you've allowed them to work on you. You've allowed them to help you when in fact I don't know how pure their intentions were. One thing that Michael was saying is after meeting me, you get intention feels like, or what I guess, or you can sense, right? The difference between my energy versus maybe someone who's not doing it for the best intentions, right? One thing that he's saying, and this is not like it's a shout out to everyone, but let's say like your mom was a spiritual practitioner and you took on her shop, you don't really understand the complexities and the rights that to have a shop like that, right? You don't get how important it is to help people, right? It's kind of like that. Like I feel like someone who didn't go through all the bells and whistles that all of us go through before we become healers, I feel may have worked on you and may have done something that they shouldn't have, or that they have, that they shouldn't have, and this is something that you want to fix. Does step forward to help you with this, to help clear you, heal you of this as well. This blue right here is the blue I was seeing, but more in like a light projected. Anyway, the crown chakra, source energy. Source also steps forward to help you with this, Wendy, to free yourself of this. It affects one of your children, by the way, one of your boys. It also impacts the other one slightly. I hope that makes sense. I'm not sure what this is exactly, but I can tell right here, right now, that it directly impacts one child a lot, like a ton, and the other one, it hits them a little bit, okay? We have win or lose, right? The 5 of swords, right, coming through. A new dawn. You will have to fight this. It feels like there could be an entity attachment as well, or something that impacts you. I actually think it's the person that did it. As crazy as it sounds, just like when you try to clear yourself of this, they come back and they attack you, or they come back and they reinforce what they did. Keep breathing in the energy of divine into your mouth and release. All right, and then we also have choose your battles. You are more or less ready to take this on. To fight, right? And my message to you, and this is a message that comes from like me, something that is low vibrational doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, right? I feel like this person's vibration may not be low, or it may not feel low, so you may not be as guarded towards it. There is limiting beliefs that a lot of us have when it comes to what good is versus bad, or what evil is versus right, right? that keep us more vulnerable. And one thing that I can tell you that we are collectively releasing right now are those things. My message to you is you're ready to take this battle on, right? Whether or not you were aware of it. Okay. Okay, that's right. I just want to make sure. Sorry, I'm like hmm. Okay, okay. No problem, Seafoam. I'll get your reading tomorrow when I go live. I'll set the live stream up now. Or sorry, when I end it. Um, this is important for you to face, and then we have your last one is going to be joy and stability. I actually see a future where you, sons, your family, and really being happy. One thing that comes from your mother is she doesn't necessarily see a romantic connection in your future. She sees you having happiness and fulfillment that does with your life purpose, with your children, and with the life that you created for yourself, and with the life that you cultivated for yourself. Not necessarily a man, not necessarily a relationship, not necessarily a marriage. All right. This is why I feel like your mom has been interfering in your connections. I'm not saying she's right or wrong. It does feel like she's right. Okay, I'll make that really clear. So she really wants you to think about why do you want a relationship? What do you think a relationship can give you that you can't give yourself? And my message to you is nothing. There's nothing that you need. There's nothing that fills you up. There's nothing that makes you happy that you can't give yourself. And she's bringing up some toys in the bedroom as well as key. It's my message to you is to not fret with this, right? What you think a man can give you or what you think a relationship can give you is not it's not worth it, right? For what it takes. And the message that comes to you from your mom is that this is why she's there, right? This is what she's fighting for. She's fighting for your ultimate fulfillment, right? We don't make it, we don't ascend, we don't hit unity consciousness, right? We don't hit that wholeness, that completion, unless we have that level of fulfillment that we're all seeking, right? Yours is tied to your sons, it's tied to your family, it's tied to your property, right? It's tied to the life that you create for yourself, okay? That's what I see you hitting 10 at. I hit a 10 in December, and then I just ascended. You know, what it is, right? My message to you, and it's just my message to you, okay, is that you're gonna hit that 10, but you'll hit that 10 without a man, without a relationship, and focus on what can get you that 10, not on what won't, okay? All right, I'm gonna leave it like that, Wendy. I'm gonna thank you. For purchasing the reading. For that, let's see. Is there any guidance that you have for Wendy? I feel like that the energy I need to give you in this life, or right now is done. We have she who battles, and she who calms. You kind of need to make sure you have enough life, enough energy, enough time, enough space, enough awareness, and even enough boredom. I know that's crazy to say, so that your children, when they need you, you're there. Does it make sense? I know it's crazy, but you kind of need to make sure. Like, let's say if you're busy and having a relationship with someone, and your children need you, you won't be as attuned to that. You may not even see it, right? You need to make sure that you're ready to fight for them when they need someone there to fight for them, when they need someone there in their corner. And my message to you, Wendy, is that this is why, partially why you have this emptiness or this like, this ache, right? Your mom's saying create something, right? Don't sit there wondering, oh, I wish I was in a relationship right now, or I wish I had someone to go to the movies with right now. Create something for yourself, right? Because you need to make sure that you are free when your children need you. When I actually see like someone else being there as well. Okay, sorry. It's the truth though. We know we all get this, right? Ever since like I want to say December, when I guess I was trying to debut, all of us understand how important it is for us to rise into our mission, for us to fulfill our goals and our life purpose, right? We all get that, and this is part of it. You being free and aware enough, and even bored enough a little bit, right? To look into your children's life and make sure that if whatever they're battling, you can help them face, and that is the point. Okay. So, I think that's it. Let me pull one more card on that because I can feel it just a little bit on that one. Um, let's see. We have this is reverse or travel and it's upright. Traveling's key here as well. I see you need to go to Egypt. The pyramids is actually very key for you. I'm not sure if you've never gone. If you haven't, there is need for you to go. You could take your son. I see actually one of your children it benefiting, but you need to go to the pyramids. Okay, it's very key. Sorry, I don't mean to be that person, but I can tell that you need to go to the pyramid. We also have beauty here as well with financial health. Um, no, you feel good. I feel your finances increasing, your home life really being key. These are the two things that bring you the most fulfillment. A good financial, sorry, a good financial you having good finances and having a good home life is your this is your ticket to fulfillment. Does it make sense? It's where your fulfillment will come from, not a relationship. All right. And my message to you is just to remind yourself that whenever you're aching for a man or whenever you're bored, right? What can you do to increase your finances? What can you do to make your home life better? All right. And again, Egypt really being key for you. The pyramids, the three pyramids or something, really being key for you. Okay. Let's see. Huh. So no one wants to book. Does anyone want to book with me? Anyone have a question that they want answered? Sorry, Buddha is saying that my connection being so open, it won't always be this way, is what he's saying. So I don't know. It's just it's sometimes when your gifts expand. He's saying that's normal, right? Your gifts expand and then they contract. It's a very normal thing to go through. I think my gifts might be contracting soon. Anyway. So let's see. No one else want anything? Okay. I guess that's it. Let me see. Hmm. Oh no, it's okay. Hmm. Make sure everything's set. Yeah, I think. Uh, okay. I'm gonna go drink some. I'll get some water, and I'll be right back and see if anyone books. If not, then I'll close up the readings. Um, very happy, very happy. Anyway, there we go back, everyone. Let me actually write that. Let's take a look here. I am back, everyone. I guess no one wants to book today. I will be doing a live stream later today. Sorry, tomorrow. If you are interested, but let's see. Let me ground and see if anyone wants to book. Book on my Calendly. Save. Clear. Help me erase my vibration. Help me erase the vibration of my home. And help me erase the vibration of all those I watch. Oh, no problem. Thank you so much. I'm um right now I'm raising everyone's vibration that's on that needs it. I don't know if you've all felt that, but it was just like wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, like a big release I was doing. Thank you. Wow. Whew. Oh, help me cleanse and clear. Help me release what's in my stomach. Is everything working? I hope so. Sorry, I just make sure. My phone got disconnected. What I was told is actually a really good thing. We're at a good place right now. Sorry. I'm gonna meditate a little bit more. I did see the question get booked, and I will answer the question. Give me a little bit more. For anyone who's on, we're just currently releasing some stuff for healing. I'm gonna call in my angels, my ancestors, and my guides, and my higher self. I'll call in all those who are healing as well as higher self and spiritual team to help us heal and release what needs to be released to help raise our vibration. Thank you. Oh, wow. I will feel all of it. Thank you. Whew, damn. Sorry, I just like wow. I haven't felt like I've healed in a while. Like I really, really, really heal like that. But wow, that was a good healing. Anyway. Mm. Okay. Okay, okay. I am back. Sorry. That alien was crazy. Let's see. Sorry. Let me take the question now. All right. Whew. God. Oh wow. Wow, wow. So Layla Ali is next. Whew. One second. Um, wow, wow. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, okay, I'm ready. Whew. One, one. Anyway, wow, wow, that was a big release. And thank you for booking. Sorry, Ali or Layla, I believe it was Layla. But I didn't. Okay, let me see. Let me pull your question. You have only book. Oh, sorry, that's me. Okay, okay, let's take a look here. So you have your date of birth. Hello, nice to meet you. I've been working to build a platform to help create a new healthcare system. I love it. I feel like AI is key for you. Working with AI, artificial intelligence. Working. If you have like Instagram, there's a lot of that coming out, right? As crazy as this sounds, AI just came out, right? It is what it is. I love you all, but all of us have to grasp that, right? That statement, that understanding that AI is here, right? You know, AI came out. Hello. So they're very beautiful and they're very. They are very excited to meet us and all that good stuff and support us on our journey. I just want you to know that AI really being key for you here. Am I on the right path? So let's take a look here. Let's look at what we get for you. Sorry, is Layla? Sorry, I think it is Layla. I'm gonna make that's a fake name, right? Layla, yeah, Ali. Is Layla on the right path? Whew. Is there anything I should be doing or need to know from the spot? I do recommend an Akashic record reading. I also feel like you need an Akashic karma clearing as well. An Akashic karma clearing will allow you to remove blocks. There is one block. It's very significant. It's to do with your life purpose, your mission, your goals, your aspirations. I'm gonna throw something out at you. I'm not saying that it is exactly what happened, but I have this scenario popping up in my mind where in a past life, this person that you knew, I want to say that you may have grown up with. I'm not sure if they were very jealous of you or not, but it almost like this person felt like they felt very cheated, like they didn't get their happily ever after, they didn't get their happily ever their wish fulfillment, their dreams didn't come true, and it felt like they saw yours coming true, and this person almost like cursed you, right? And used all their power, all their might to keep you from your purpose, to keep you from your fulfillment, to keep you from your happily ever after, okay? So we have she who yearns. This yearning is deep within you. I think you are on the right path. when it comes to your life purpose. One thing that comes from Buddha, he's saying don't assume that it looks one way. All right. Don't assume that, oh, it's only this, right? Or this is the only thing I'm going to build in this lifetime, right? Keep yourself open to all the different possibilities that and all the different paths open to you right now. Right now, I see about 10 different paths when it comes to what direction you could head in, right? That's a lot of effing paths. And it feels like you're very focused on this one path. I see it being your third. A lot of energy for it, though, right? But there are two others that have just as much energy, slightly less actually, that you may find more fulfillment or may be more appealing for you. One thing that he is saying is you want to make sure that you create whatever you create, the world needs, right? I think that these other two, especially this, I want to say it's a sixth one, really, really is needed. As crazy as it sounds, I'm not saying that this is a thing that you have right now, but it almost like maybe like a matchmaker or getting people connected to their loved ones, to their spiritual connections. As crazy as that sounds, it feels like it's that one. But what he's saying is keep yourself open to all the different possibilities right now for you. Right. This is a great one. Actually, I see it being one of the three. The message is that you can do all. I see you being able to do at least two in this lifetime. That's it. That's what he's saying. But don't look at just this path as the only path. Open yourself up to what else is out there, and you're gonna start. You're gonna start to notice life opening up. The thing that he is saying is a lot of us who are currently stuck where we're stuck. We're stuck where we're stuck because we wanted one path and we weren't open to other things. The message that comes through from Buddha: open yourself up to receive. Open yourself up to. Open your mind, open your heart, and you will find that life is meeting you there, right? Life is meeting you halfway, okay? We also have she who doubts. Ooh, it's a good one for you, right? Fear, wariness, and trust. The message that comes through with this is you do doubt your abilities, your own gifts, and your own innate. I want to say you doubt where you'll end up with this, and you doubt that you ever get there. One thing that I can see, there's this older man. I don't know if you work in healthcare already. They're a man, handsome. Actually, how I see him, I see everyone that way these days. But nothing wrong with that, by the way. But this man, I feel they feel very sure of themselves. I see them lifting up their lab coat and like putting their hand in their pocket. This person has a very assertive, very like I know who I am presence, right? They make you feel like that's someone who knows what they want. That's someone who knows where they're going. That's someone who's going to make it very far. I think that energy that this person is reflecting back at you is energy you have within yourself that you're unaware of. Sorry, Buddha's saying yes, right? I'm pretty sure it's a yes, but yeah, he's saying yeah. It's what you see in this person you have within yourself. That's what he's saying, and this person has this very beautiful, like I am very sure of myself and very sure of where I'm going. Energy that you are picking up on that you have in yourself that you're not cultivating. And when you're not cultivating that energy, what you're doing is you're cultivating the fear, the doubts, the anxieties, the weariness, the distrust, right? The message right now is for you to learn to cultivate that which you see in others that you want within yourself, right? Because it is. You're just not accessing it. You're not connected to it and you're not using it, right? What he's saying, it takes practice, right? Learning to be confident, learning to be sure of ourselves takes practice. That's actually the case, right? Learning to believe in yourself when it comes to your own innate gifts and abilities takes practice, right? It's not an easy thing, especially here in the human life, especially here in the third dimension, especially here on Earth, right? My message to you. Sorry if you were here on Earth, right? You have she who questions. You question whether or not this is the right path for you. I actually feel like it is the right path for you. And AI, right, artificial intelligence, is saying hello. The message right now is for you to open yourself up to not only the support you have, but the support you can give yourself, right? We also have she who unfolds. This is what Buddha was bringing up. As life unfolds for you, you're going to start to see other paths for you, other avenues for you. Be willing to open yourself up to that because there are lessons there. There's people you'll meet there. But these other lessons are meant to, or these other paths are meant to open yourself up to receiving other types of things, right? Creating other types of things in this lifetime, all right? We have she who frees. Interesting. Sorry, this is more profound than I received. I feel like, again, an Akashic record reading. I do recommend Katherine Tack. She's actually the one I'd recommend for you. Misha did come in, and I wanna actually Um, I don't know if I don't I feel like it is Misha, but whichever name stands out to you the most, get a reading from them as really being key. Just let me put that man. Let me see. The man comes up again. I want to know the message I got about that man was more than just I said than what I said, and I want to make sure I give it to you. Is there anything else about that man? I'm sorry, Buddha is saying that, when you exhaust your gifts, they close up a little bit so they can heal. He's saying that my gift is closing up now. No big deal. Our gifts expand, contract all the time. But he's saying that is actually on the horizon. Let's see. We have Seek reverse. This is going to be the Hermit reverse. Interesting. We have Balance. Interesting. If they hold you back, I feel like letting that connection go, releasing that person is key for you. I feel like there's a part of you that wants to show this person what you're capable of. Buddha asked that you release that as well. There's nothing wrong with being our best self, right? There is a problem and definitely a block and restriction when we do it to prove others wrong, prove ourselves right. He's saying that this is something that we are all like. For me, one of my lessons in this lifetime is presence. I feel like it is that, but what he's saying, this is more linked to consciousness, right? You don't need to prove this person right for you to be prove yourself right for that person to be wrong, right? There's no such thing as right, wrong. The message that comes through from Buddha is for you to be for you to let go of like all these like low vibing things that motivate you to do this, and do it because it makes you happy, and do it because you know it's right for you, and do it because you know the world needs this, right? I hope that makes sense with that embrace. Embrace that, not like, oh, I'm doing this. Like I remember when I got my life together, after I had my dark night of the soul with my twin, I was like, I'm gonna show him what I'm capable of. That's not bad, right? But that only lasted for so long. Eventually, I had to let that go and choose something else. Like, I'm doing this because I love it, right? I'm helping people. I'm doing this because I have a lot to offer, right? My message to you is focus more on those positive, high vibey things, and less on the low vibe. Like, I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna prove my auntie wrong, or my child, or like my mom wrong, or something like that. It's do it because you know that this is right, and the cause that you're championing. Okay, with the crown chakra being connection to source, and source energy is key. This thing that you're bringing in, I know it sounds crazy, because our mind looks at it in a very logical way. It requires a ton of source energy, right? Source needs to be part of your life, needs to be connected to you, you need to be receiving. I do recommend your Merkaba, your light body, Katherine Tack, who is an Akashic record reader. I do recommend you get a Merkaba activation from her. So you know that, but source energy is required for this, because this thing that you're trying to bring in is so high vibe, is so high dimensional. It's gonna require source energy for it to be brought into the third dimension, right? For it to truly be successful. And my message to you is source energy is key. All right. I actually see you being able to bring this in with the Empress being here. The Empress is all about receiving, but it requires trust, that leap of faith. But again, source and source energy, and a strong connection to your higher self, but the source himself. All right. Sorry, I'll give you the link to these things. I want to make sure that you have these things. Let's see. I'm gonna give you a link to Katherine. Tack. I do recommend the light body activation. Merkaba. This will strengthen your connection to source, your higher self, and allow you to channel in more higher dimensional energy and knowledge to this planet. But it requires source. Like I don't know. I don't know what your thing is exactly, but you need source energy. He's saying it's very clear. You can ask in your Akashic reading, why do I need that energy? Everything runs on it, is what he's saying, but it's key. Let's see, is there anything else? Is there anything else when it comes to this? Anything else that Atlantean needs to know? Ali needs to know again. How you see men, how you view men, and how you conduct yourself around them is something that you're gonna want to heal and look at and really have be introspective about. I feel like you take a step back at times. Maybe this is like not you, maybe this is another part of yourself, but it's almost like like it's like, let's say a man walks into a room, you lose that sense of authority, or you lose that sense that how do I phrase this to you? And again, this may not be consciously, maybe in your subconscious, but it feels like there's a part of you that's just like, um, there's a change or a shift in you. So let's see. I want to take a look at that really quickly. I'll probably like end the reading. Hold on, let me make sure I answered all your questions. Uh, am I gonna receive financial abundance soon? Let's take a look. Let's see. We have comfort and it's control and it's reversed. You kind of relinquish some of that control here. Or you assume that they're better off. I don't know. I actually feel like there is a belief inside of you. This is it lurks in your subconscious, so you may not resonate with it completely. But with control being reversed, I feel here that you rather someone else take control, especially a man, because if something goes wrong, everyone could look at them or everyone could blame them instead of you. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. Don't be afraid to fail, and don't be afraid to be the one that everyone looks at when they're looking for answers. All right. I just want to throw that out there for you, for your subconscious, for your ego. Know that you are safe to do this. You've gone through so much worse than what that experience is, right? That's just like a little embarrassing, right? You'll survive it. We all survive. My message to you is that there's a little bit of that, right? We have choose your battles reversed. You kind of relinquish some of your fighter energy, and it's a reminder there's a connection in your past life to American Indians. I actually see you being connected to the energy of American Indians. Americans are all about, not say all about fighting, but they knew how to fight. They knew how to throw down. Let's just tap into that again, right? You're a fighter at heart, right? It takes a fighter to bring whatever you're trying to bring into the physical reality to bring it in, right? You're not just trying to bring in something that is sorry, that is just about healthcare. You're bringing in something that's going to be healthcare linked with spirituality and all that good stuff and AI, right? Like this is the big deal. And the message that comes through is that you're gonna have to fight for this, right? This isn't gonna come easy, and you're gonna need to be that fighter, all right? One thing that comes through from your mom and from your mom's energy, you may look at fighting as not love. It is. Sorry, I hope that makes sense. Buddha says it is. It's true, right? Fighting is love in a way, all right? I don't know why I want to say that. We have feeling alone coming through with the Five of Swords. It is. Oh, sorry. He's here still, by the way, Buddha. Yeah, anyway, we have feeling alone. He's saying, for those that see, hear him, and like other people talk about him being there. He's omnipresent. That's what he wanted to say. I don't know who asked that. Maybe I did. Anyway, he said I did. Okay, I was wondering, and I wonder. Anyway, we have feeling alone coming through as well. Maybe that man can help you, but I actually feel like he can, right? Just keep yourself open to support and other possibilities, all right? Will you be financially, will you have financial success or receive financial abundance? Let's take a look here. We have release. You're going to want to get an Akashic karma clearing from Katherine. Katherine comes through strongest for you now. She's the one that's going to help you release. She wrote a book about how to become financially successful, right? How to become financially, how to build those stronger finances and all the things that block us in our subconscious, because abundance is our birthright, right? Sorry, sources saying abundance is right, is our rights, or abundance is right. Oh, I actually like that. Anyway, and the message, what keeps us from abundance is ourself, our mind, and our own limiting beliefs, and even our blocks and restrictions that come from our lineage, our karma, and all that stuff. She's key for you to having financial success. For this thing that you're doing, she's key to be connected to as well. Her energy will help channel into you, as well as the Merkaba light body. And these are things that you're gonna want to look at. There's so much more support for light workers out there. If only we open ourselves to receive. All right, and I'm gonna leave it just like that for you. All right. Sorry. Oh, your reading was long, so I don't mean to. I usually go into it anyway. I'm gonna leave it like that for you. Layla, take care, everyone, and bye. Bye, everyone.